All right, here we go. Stocks by the numbers. Welcome back. And I wanted to do a quick update as we consistently really keep getting positive news coming out of this speculative OTC potential game changer that was brought to you here on this channel all the way back here in May of 2024. And you can see it was 10, 11 cents. We did an update over here, 8, 9 cents. Did another update over here, 11, 12 cents. And now, boom, we're up here recently hitting highs of almost 28.5 cents. And the stock's sitting here now at a touch over 24 cents to close on the day. So we're starting to break up and out here. And obviously, you had more than enough time to build a position and accumulate shares. In my opinion, I mean, technically nothing has happened yet, even though the stock is up. I think we still have more than enough time to take a position and obviously reap the rewards of the long-term growth. But, you know, if you did play this one wisely, you're sitting here with a nice sizable position up about 100%, 130% potentially. And obviously it could potentially be huge for us. But let's get into some of the news that has come out. This was the last time we looked at the stock right here. We spoke about the cement performance. Again, this company makes fractal graphene, pristine fractal graphene. I think they said, what, like 99.8% pristine or something like that. It's some of the best on the market. It's not a process. It's not a difficult process to make it. And supposedly this could be applied and implemented in almost every segment of business across the board. I mean, the company was working with other people doing studies for using it in like biomed sensors. This is obviously a study we're talking about how it applies to cement performance. I mean, it's just all across the board where this could be implemented. But again, just a quick recap of what we looked at here with the cement. Again, we're expecting global cement market expected to grow 4.39 billion tons to almost 6 billion tons by 2030. Cement production responsible for 8% of global carbon emissions, right? We spoke about implementing the graphene could potentially lower that carbon footprint, which of course is a good thing. HydroGraph and ASU has discovered that ultra-low doses of fractal graphene can enable higher use of supplementary cementitious materials while delivering up to 70% better early age performance. Further, two graphene types, fractal graphene, reactive graphene, were incorporated. Where was the actual? Here we go. Significantly improving compressive strength by up to 21% after a 28-day curing process. The increase in strength enables the use of less cement while maintaining the same level of strength with a reduction of 16.7% less cement. So we were speaking about that last time, roughly like 1/6 less cement by implementing a little bit of this graphene. Can you imagine? Quote, these findings support the use of HGRAF graphene in innovative concrete solutions, such as ultra-high performance concretes, 3D printed structures, while promoting sustainability. It's cost-effective, environmentally friendly, scalable. By reducing the cement content in concrete, graphene helps lower carbon emissions of concrete, potential 14% reduction in emissions. This innovation could equate to 400 million tons or 1% of global CO2 emissions annually. Amazing. And again, right now, penny stock, less than a quarter a share. Again, I know OTC, of course, there are risks involved. I want you to understand that. But of everything we're hearing about this company since we initially found it and started keeping an eye on it, I'm hearing nothing but positives. Everyone's trying to reduce CO2 emissions. That's what I mean. That's why it really seems like it's almost perfectly positioned to just kick down the door of so many of these sectors and just start raking in tremendous revenue, in my opinion. HydroGraph achieves ISO certification, strengthening commitment to quality management, dedication to producing high-quality graphene, exceptional batch-to-batch consistency. Certification reaffirms commitment to consistently delivering one of the highest graphene products on the market. Fantastic. Recognized standards for quality management. Demonstrates HydroGraph has established robust processes to implement, maintain, and continuously improve its quality management practices. Quote, I am incredibly proud of our team for achieving this certification. This milestone is a testament to our unwavering dedication to quality and excellence. This certification is critical in the pursuit of large-scale commercial partnerships and aligns with the expectations of our target markets. I am excited to see how this achievement will further elevate HydroGraph and its products. Beautiful. It assures customers and stakeholders that HydroGraph adheres to top-tier quality standards while maintaining rigorous data-driven processes. Yep, it's all about quality. Okay, understand the risks involved. Yep, we talked about that. And this, of course, is the newest news, which I had over here on this article. HydroGraph receives purchase order for technical collaboration with leading global synthetic fiber manufacturer. This technically came out yesterday in the AM, but I figured we'd go over it quickly. A Sustainable has announced technical collaboration with one of the world's largest synthetic fiber manufacturers. The initiative aims to assess the potential of HydroGraph's graphene technology in high-performance fiber applications within the $191 billion global textile and technical fiber market, and is a significant step forward with one of the largest customers within HydroGraph's growing pipeline. The development program will systematically evaluate the impact of HydroGraph's graphene on critical fiber performance attributes, including mechanical durability and energy absorption capabilities. These enhancements align with HydroGraph's broader strategic focus of advanced material solutions that enable lightweighting and downgauging of components, building upon the company's proven success in similar applications across diverse industries. Quote, partnering with a market-leading synthetic fiber manufacturer provides an opportunity to demonstrate our graphene's ability to support material properties. This technical collaboration underscores our commitment to supporting our customers by delivering value-added materials and services to support their innovation projects. The initiative will leverage multiple graphene variants from HydroGraph's portfolio, emphasizing the company's ability to provide both standardized and custom-engineered material solutions for industrial-scale applications. The structured project is expected to conclude by the end of Q2 2025, inside of the next 3 to 4 months, marking a significant step toward validating graphene's role in next-generation textile and fiber technologies. Based on previous results, HydroGraph expects positive outcomes from the technical trial and anticipates a pilot scale-up following the completion of the trial, which the company expects to convert into a long-term supply agreement. Good things come to those who wait. And just like I said on the SMCI video the other day, when we did get the news of the 10K filing that everybody was worried about, the cream's rising to the top now, boys and girls. But just phenomenal news coming out here at HydroGraph. Again, as I said, they're going to continue to be tapped by all these other companies, all these different universities. Everyone's going to want to see how it works. Oh, could you give me a demonstration? Oh, could we try to put it in this and see if it makes it better? And it's always going to be great studies. We love it. It's good stuff. It makes it better. It's more durable, right? Look at the info coming out. It's more durable. They put it in cement, but we're able to use a sixth less cement than it takes just by putting in a little bit of this graphene while still maintaining the same strength, the same sustainability. I mean, that's what I mean. It is potentially game changing. And of course, we know that as the revenue starts coming in and as they continue to refine it on their end and reinvest this money into more R&D, the sky's the limit. It could only become better. For all we know, we can use a small amount of this and we can potentially completely replace cement eventually. You know what I mean? Who knows? Of course, speculating. But you understand my point. If it really is a material that is that impressive, and again, we saw they tested it in sensors, we're testing it in cement. If we're really able to just throw this into any industry and improve products, improve efficiency, I mean, game changing. That's what it is. So HydroGraph, I do still like, and I know a couple of people in the Discord, they posted that article So I figured I'd jump on and do a little update on HGRAF, but I like it in the chart. I like it in the numbers. And again, if you think about what is potentially on the horizon down the road for this company, market cap right now about 60 million, could be viewed as, real. I don't even want to say the diamond in the rough, but it could be viewed as one of the biggest under the radar massive explosion growth stories over the next couple of years that we may ever see on this channel. And again, already up 100% and change from when we were looking at it. So it's already good. And we didn't even get started yet. But let's look at stock charts real quick. I'll let you go. Again, as news comes out with HydroGraph, or, again, if they get news of an order or something like that, obviously I'm going to jump on. I'm going to do an update. But in the moment, this, of course, is a longer-term play because you're waiting for them to scale up and actually commercialize and start generating revenue. So this one is going to take a little bit of time, but as you see, every couple of weeks, every month or two, studies are consistently being done. We're consistently getting positive data, positive updates coming out of this company. So it'd be very hard to bet against a situation like this. But again, I know it's an OTC stock, 20 cents a share. I know a lot of larger investors, this isn't their cup of tea, and it's understandable. But also at the same time, we know that even if 1 out of 100, let's say, OTC stocks actually do end up working out, this could potentially be that one, based on what I'm personally reading and hearing and being updated surrounding this graphene. It really does sound pretty good. But RSI on the daily down here at about 60. You can see, though, as the stock is moving upward, you can see the Bollinger Band. We had that trumpet out, and now we're coming up, curling back up. Now we're flattening out, right? So now the bottom Bollinger Band, which was off the screen, which used to be 7 cents, 10, 11 cents. Now the bottom Bollinger Band's 19 cents. Look at that 50-day moving average curling up beautifully with the stock sitting at 19 cents. The 200-day as well. Look at this. Back here, mid-June, we were at about 7.5 cents. Now we're at 13 cents. So we almost doubled the value of our 200-day. And that's what I mean. That's why, of course, it could drop back down big percentage-wise and come back down to like 15 cents. But as I said, as the stock slowly grows over time, the moving averages come up and essentially play the role now of new higher lows, new support levels. And you can see we could drop to 19, we could drop down here and test 13, but we might not necessarily break and drop back down to 7. You understand what I'm saying? It might flash crash to 12, 12.5, and then bounce back to 16, 17, right? So we have potentially a higher low here, a higher floor. But the MACD did technically just cross to the downside. So we could maybe retest this moving average and this bottom B band down here at about 19, 20 cents. But again, this technically is good news. So I feel like you can see how the volume picked up here going into 25. I really don't know if this one would get slashed or really decimated because I just feel like the reward outweighs the risk. But a couple of technicals, of course, to keep an eye on. Let's look at the weekly. If we do drop back, you can see mid-Bollinger Band touch below 16 cents, which is kind of in between the daily 50 and 200 day. And of course, again, you have, look at the 50-day on the weekly. Look, was dropping down with the stock about halfway through 24. Stock starts gaining momentum. We start reversing. We start to get positive data coming out of these studies. And now all of a sudden, this 50-day moving average goes from 7.5 cents. Now it's up to over 12.5 cents technically. So again, 12.5 cents. What was the other moving average? Like 13 cents, right? So what I say, you could see maybe a quick flash crash, 12.5, 12 cents, and then boom, it'll spike right back up and try to regain those mid to high teens, right? But again, in my opinion, if we like it at 16, 22, 28 cents, obviously if it does pull back, all of a sudden it's 13 cents. You might want to view that as an opportunity. The other thing is, I know people love their technicals, and you can see something like the weekly RSI has been overextended, but the stock continues to climb. And I think that the word is slowly getting out. And I also feel that the timing of the updates on these studies and these trials is outweighing some of these technicals. Right? And that's what I mean. We got the article yesterday that we just read about the collaboration. So that's what I mean. It's like, yeah, the RSI is overextended. We're, scaling up towards the top of the Bollinger Band, really stretching them out. The MACD on the daily, as we saw, technically just crossed to the downside. But you may not see that crash because the company constantly has things going on and constantly has positives coming out. So that's why, in my opinion, even after it ran up since we did some updates, I like it. And, if you happen to got in recently or you get in here at 30 cents and then it pulls back to 16, yeah, in the short term, it's going to suck, of course. But as we say, if we see what's on the horizon coming over the next 1, 2, 5 years, then you should view this moment as a potential opportunity to accumulate shares and build a position. Let's check the pivot points real quick. I'll let you go. And again, this is just my opinion. As I say, if people feel this is too speculative, if you comment and say, yeah, listen, you're probably right, but I just never buy OTC stocks. Believe me, no one, it's very understandable. We all have our own kind of rules and steps that we kind of force ourselves to follow through our experiences, right? So if someone says something like that, if you really like something like this, and then someone comments like, oh, I wouldn't touch this with a 10-foot pole, you can't jump down their throat, right? Because for all you know, this could be someone who has been trading and investing for the last 15 years, might have an account of like a couple of 100,000, and any time they bought or an OTC stock, they lost 90%, right? And we all have the stories about, rolling the dice on these stocks, then all of a sudden we're down 88%, 97%. It's pointless. It's worthless. So that's why, if you do that enough times, even if you're winning in the other investments, someone comes to you and talks about something like this, you almost have that attitude. You throw your hands up like, I don't even want to hear it. Don't even tell me about it because I'm going to end up buying it. I always buy them and they always tank and crash, right? I don't even want to hear it. So again, if this isn't your cup of tea, understandable, but I feel investors, large, medium, and small, should at least keep an eye on this one, if not, consider taking a position. But again, this technically is not advice. I'm not telling you what to do. Whatever you do with this information is entirely your own prerogative. This is just my opinion. But I like it. You can see we have pivot points here, 26 cents, 22 cents. Looks like we're bouncing around in that range. But again, we have to see what they want to do. But I really don't think it should come back down. And if it does, I'd personally be all over it. But I think it could flatten out here and just kind of bounce around and then break up and out. Do kind of one of those sideways pauses, right? Where we get into that tight sideways channel and then boom, we pop up and out. We can see we had resistance level here at 26. We slightly got above it, tried to get back above, retested, ended up dropping down slightly below it. So we could maybe pull back to 2019, right? We had bottom Bollinger Band and 50-day moving average at 19 cents. We have a pivot point here at 20 cents. So if the MACD did just cross and the traders want to beat it up, we could get 2019 again. 20 cents, 19 cents, not the year 2019. Right? And then we could maybe bounce and come back up. You can see a second level resistance up here at 32 cents. I still say incoming new highs consistently. We do see that 30-cent mark. Again, the previous all-time high was 27. And I mentioned we would potentially break up and out to that point, retest it, and potentially make new highs at 30-plus cents. So we could potentially come down, maybe wedge, sell off, and then boom, start to rally and pop up to that 30-plus cent mark. And as long as the company, again, keeps coming out with positive updates, or if they actually start getting orders from this level, the sky's the limit. And that's why I like it. But again, we're all different. But I'm curious to hear your thoughts. I'm curious to hear if you guys took a position back here, what your cost basis is, how it's looking for you so far. If you're considering adding, at the end of Q2, like they said, that's when the collab's going to end at the end of Q2 of 25. So that's what I mean. Whatever your strategy is, if you're adding now, if you're looking to add inside the couple of months, if you're making it a priority now to build a position in this in 25, let us know down below. And of course, on the other side of the fence, if you don't like this one at all, or you've been down this road, you heard things like this before, and you just are very confident it's probably not going to come to fruition, of course, voice those concerns as well, right? As we say, whether we really like a stock or not, it is always very important to view something from multiple lenses, from multiple viewpoints, right? So share your thoughts, how you feel about this one. But that's pretty much it. I'll end it there. So once again, Stocks by the Numbers. I want to thank you for stopping by. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, drop it down in the comments section. I'm usually pretty quick to reply. Thumbs up algorithm helps me get more eyes on the channel. And of course, subscribe to the channel. That is our handshake agreement. That is how you help me help you. But more importantly, moving forward, like I always say, I understand that markets are rocky, they're volatile, and they are very uncertain. So I want to wish all of you success. I hope everyone makes a couple of dollars. Thank you for your time. Have a good day.